Hello everybody, it is going on 9:45 at night on March 31st. I just got done filming my review for The Shadow Rising, and I wanted to quickly just start this vlog off right now so that I could give you guys a bit of a rundown of what's going to be going on. So this is going to be the start of a series of vlogs for April that are going to be basically covering my TBR for the entirety of April because I have a lot of books that are basically overlapping with each other this month. I basically have my D20 reads that are overlapping with my Realmathon and Orillium Academy reads for the month of April. So Realmathon is a readathon that is based on this idea of military fantasy. It is a month-long readathon where basically the books you read, if they meet certain prompts, can be used to have points that either deplete the neighboring countries' powers, basically, because it's basically this idea where there's four countries that are all fighting against each other, and the points you get for your team can either go toward basically depleting the resources of one of the two teams that you border, or you can use points to bulk up your own team. So basically with my TBR, I've alternated some prompts where like some books are for depleting resources of other teams, some books are for adding on to my team. Basically, like I said, they also count for the Orillium Academy Readathon, which is essentially very similar to G from Book Roast's magical readathon that she used to do, where it was very Harry Potter based, but this time it's less Harry Potter based and more based on like a D&D campaign world, where it's very similar in the structure of the readathon, where each readathon there are semesters for your character to basically go to school to become a certain kind of magic wielder. And basically there was this whole thing back in 2021 where there was a readathon specifically detailing the novice path, which was getting your character to the academy, and then in March there was a week-long readathon where you would be able to obtain elements or items in a sense to prepare you for the upcoming semester here in April. Now this is going to basically, like I said, be overlapping with my other things going on, which is really nice. So books that I read for Realmathon and for my D20 and other reading series that I'm doing, I will be able to count for Orillium Academy as well in different capacities. Now I think that that's been like the easiest thing for me, and then at the end of the month I'll have another vlog going on for Spring Flingoween that is being hosted by Olivia Reads a Latte and I think Gabby Reads, if I'm not mistaken. First of all, I'm getting all of my D20 books out of the way for my Wheel of D20 TBR. If you guys don't know what that is, please feel free to go watch the TBR video. It's got, pretty much all the stuff there that you need. Plus it's got my TBR set up for the entire month in terms of what counts for what in Realmathon and what counts for what in Orillium Academy. But the first book I'll be starting off with is Gallant by Ve Schwab. This is Ve Schwab's newest book that just came out, I think like beginning of this year, like within the last couple of months basically. I know nothing about it. It's a fairly short book, which I was surprised by. I don't know why I thought this was going to be like a 500 page plus book, but it's actually like just under 400 pages. Yeah, that one though is counting for my read for a new release for my Wheel of D20 books. But I'm starting this tomorrow, and I will also tomorrow be heading to my parents' house after I have dinner with my husband after work, because I am going to be puppy sitting and cat sitting for my mom and dad while they go visit my sister. And so I'll basically be there Friday night into the day Saturday, probably leaving sometime Saturday afternoon. And I'm going to be going to the used bookstore that is back in my hometown because I would like to hopefully show you guys kind of what they've got. And I have some books I need to sell to them. They're basically a bunch of old writing books that I'm not really going to use anymore because I'm not really into writing anymore. I'm kind of given up on writing in this part of my life because it's not something I'm interested in anymore, and I don't want to have some books on my shelves that just are going to take up space for others. So that means I may have a little bit of a book haul for you guys because I have a little bit of money on my store gift card that I got from the last time I brought in books to sell. So I think I'm going to get some more, and we'll see. I might see if I can find some more Stephen King books to add to my collection, and I'll see what else there is. I know that they also have some new releases, like newer stuff, so depending on what there is, I might get some. And I also have been collecting manga like crazy, so we'll see what there is that strikes my fancy when I get there. So they're super nice. I really love this little used bookstore in my hometown. It's from a local family, so it means a lot more because my community is very, very small back home. So it means the world to me that not only is there a small business in my hometown, but they also have a really good community outreach program for the local anime clubs and stuff like that. They also have Magic the Gathering tournaments all the time and other like D&D stuff. They have like a book club going on over there too. Like they just honestly, like I go into that store and it makes me so, so, so happy because they're the sweetest couple that owns it. And they're just super, super nice. And I've gone in there enough times that they now know who I am. So basically this is going to be like a weekend reading vlog of sorts because I did have about half the week of this past week going on for the end of March and the end of Readathon. And so I want to start off the beginning of April with obviously the weekend because tomorrow is April 1st, which is a Friday, and then a Saturday, Sunday, and then next week starting off my first full week of April with another vlog. So hopefully there's going to be some content, good content with it coming in this weekend, but I guess we'll have to see because I always feel like I'm going to put content in and then I never do, and then it's just a bunch of updates with not much else there, which is fine. Like it's just kind of how things have been because it's very hard for me to find the motivation to film aesthetic content for everybody, but maybe I'm just not aesthetic enough. I don't know. Probably not. I'm probably the least aesthetic person. I like aesthetics, but I am not myself an aesthetic person. And I think that I'm starting to come to grips with that. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to head off and finish up my stuff and put my book away and go back downstairs and get ready for bed soon. So, yeah, because I still got to work tomorrow. Yay. Anyway, I will see all of you guys tomorrow when I have some kind of an update on something. I don't know. So I'm currently waiting for one of the first side quests or things like that are going on for Orillium Academy to go on. This is madness. You guys, like, this is absolutely hilarious to me because nothing has even been posted as of yet. And I do have my claim note here just for when the thing does get posted. But for God's sake, like, it opened up and everybody just already started claiming something when there wasn't even anything to claim. This is honestly, like, I knew this was gonna happen, but this is just hilarious to me. Like, I'm not really, like, making fun of anybody. I think that just in general, the excitedness of everybody is absolutely hilarious. And I don't know, it's gonna be interesting to see how this whole thing goes. Oh, and there we go, it got posted. Oh no. Okay, hopefully mine's in there, but let's even see what it is. I don't even know. I might not even get it, but it's for mages, and I don't technically know if that's everybody, but I think it is. Book with the word honey in the title or honey on the cover, which I have a book that would fit that, so hopefully if I do get it, I have something I can do with that. But I don't know if technically this is supposed to be for everybody because I think we're all considered mages, but I'm doing the Master of Elements career path, so I don't know if that technically counts, but I guess we'll see. Well, I didn't get it, but that's totally okay. I think that there's gonna very possibly be some changes in terms of how the claiming of like the quests is gonna work. I think that basically there's a lot more chaotic than what we were expecting when it came to people on Discord. But I think that honestly, like, I don't even know if I will do any of them. Like, I just thought it would be interesting to see how it would work exactly for that to be a part of this readathon. But it looks like that it's mostly for the guild points, which I'm not doing anything when it comes to the guild. So I guess I really don't have to do this. It's more so for like that whole aspect of the readathon where like you could gain reputation points if you wanted to role play that much with it. But I don't know. I don't know if I'm necessarily going to be interested enough to want to do that because it does then require you to add on an extra book to your reading, which I don't know if I necessarily want to do now that I've kind of seen how that goes and what that exactly is. So I think we're going to skip that, which is totally fine. Like, that's kind of just what I expected at first, and I just kind of wanted to see what was going to go on with it. So anyway, it is now about 1:30 in the afternoon. I have all my stuff packed up to go to my parents' house tonight, and I am fully dressed. I did get dressed this morning, which is a feat in and of itself for me sometimes. So yeah, we're doing pretty good this day, I guess. I do have Gallant and Archenemies packed away in my bag because I do plan on reading those at least starting tonight. I'm not going to be leaving here though until after dinner because I do want to eat dinner before I leave so I don't, you know, run the risk of having to go pick up something because I already ordered myself lunch today and I definitely should not have fast food like twice in the same day. It does not do well with my stomach anymore. So yeah, I think that I'm going to try to chill out and not order a bunch of food to, you know, in the next several weeks because honestly, I feel like it's just not serving me anymore to get fast food, which I've known for a while, and ordering food in general just makes me feel a little guilty about the fact that I've spent money on it. So I'm gonna try my best to not do that anymore, but then again, I get to points in my life, in my day, where I just need the comfort, which is why I order the food, and so it's just, I don't know, it's very back and forth with me. So I'm gonna try though not to order out as much because I just don't feel like it's helping me at all with my mental health. If anything, it's making me feel worse in a lot of ways. I was gonna go to the used bookstore, but then I also forgot, and I wanted to mention this, I forgot that tomorrow is actually the bridal shower for a very good friend of mine. She is marrying my husband's best friend, so it's really important that I go to this. Plus, I just really care about the girl by herself, and I want to go to the bridal shower and see her. So yeah, I'm excited, but that does mean that I'm not gonna really be able to do much tomorrow before I leave. So I'm not gonna be able to go to the bookstore because by the time I probably get back home, it's gonna be evening, and I would have to basically go out of my way to be able to go to the bookstore. So what I think I might do is hold off until I go back into town for any reason by my parents, or I might wait till the end of April because at the end of April, I'm gonna have to go animal sit again for them. So I might wait till that weekend, which will also be Spring Fling-a-ween, so that vlog will be really fun. Hello everybody, it is just after 9 o'clock and I'm obviously here. I'm in my sister's bedroom because it is the only other bedroom that is currently in the house that I can stay in. So yeah, I'm basically pet sitting for the night. I'll be leaving sometime, basically about probably 1:30 in the afternoon. I'll show you guys the aminos, if I can find all of them. But first, we have a Kaya. We have a Miss Kaya here with her Lelly. She's gotten to be very chunky, but she's a very sweet girl. And then I see both of the kitties are out here. We have a Tala, or as I like to call her, a little Miss Fussy Britches, because she's a bit fussy. And then we have a Mr. Aloe all the way over here, who's gonna run away. It is time for them to eat though, so I think I'm gonna give them some food here in a little bit. And otherwise, I'm going to, I think, get started with reading here pretty soon. I've been watching Practical Magic, but I'm like about, I don't know, I don't want to say like halfway because I don't think I'm halfway through the movie, but I don't know, it's so weird watching this without my mom and my sister. I think this is the first time I've watched this movie without them, and I don't like how I feel with it. Like, for one, I'm very easily noticing a lot of the differences that are in it from the book, which I just finished yesterday. So like, I'm obviously calling out to myself all of the things the movie has gotten wrong, which kind of sucks in a lot of ways, but at the same time, like, I am still crying over the same scenes that I cry at every time I watch this movie. So yeah, we've just basically got to the point in the movie where the girls are taking Jimmy back to the aunts because he's dead, and they're gonna figure out what the hell to do with him. So I guess it's like almost a quarter of the way through the movie, because I think halfway is around the time that Gary comes in, I want to say, something like that. But anyway, I don't know whether or not I'm going to finish this. I'm just in a really weird headspace. I have been pretty much all day. And I don't really know whether or not I want to finish the movie, and if I want to read, or if I kind of want to just binge YouTube videos, because that also sounds good. But I don't know. Did want to mention I have not started Gallant as of yet, but I do have it with me. But also today, I've watched a lot of vlogs where they've talked about Gallant, and I've heard very mixed things. But I've also heard that a lot of people who don't care for Ve Schwab's young adult books tend to like her adult books more. And this is, I think, a young adult one. But I also have like Addie LaRue, which is an adult one. I have the first book in the Darker Shade of Magic series, which is an adult series. So I don't know. I guess we'll see, because the only other young adult book by her I've read is the first book in the Our Dark Duet series, or the, what is it? It's This Savage Song. That's the only one I've read of hers so far, and it's the only young adult book too I've read of hers. And it was like a 3-star for me. It was okay, but it wasn't like my most favorite thing in the world. And so I'm feeling like I'm gonna have a similar feeling to Gallant, but I don't know. We'll see. So anyway, I'm gonna go take care of the animals and figure out what the hell I'm gonna do, and I will speak to you guys sometime tomorrow probably. Good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday. It is going on 9:30 in the morning, and I've been awake for about half an hour. Gave the dog and cats food and everything, took Kaya outside, and now for the next about 2 hours I'm gonna sit and get started with Gallant. And I think that on my drive around I'm gonna also be listening to the audiobook to get me through some more of it. Also, it was very nice this morning to wake up at 9 a.m. and not have interrupted sleep with a puppy, but I do miss my baby a lot, and I miss my husband too, but I miss my baby a lot. And so far, he apparently last night was a little bit of a jerk, but it's only because he hates it when one of us is not there. He really, like, it's not that, I think he has a little bit of separation anxiety still right now because he's so little, but honestly, he hates it more when I'm gone than when Robert's gone, even though he seems to love my husband more when he's home. So I don't know if it's like he has exactly a favorite, but he definitely hates it more when I'm not home. And I think it's because it's part of his herding mentality he has as a shepherd, where like he likes everybody to be where he needs them to be. And it's kind of one of those pack animal ideas. Kaya's very much the same way. She hates it when everybody is gone, but she can manage if like someone like me is home. But she definitely loves it more when all of her family's home. It is kind of interesting though, because this is the first time I've been away from him for more than only a couple of hours. Because anytime I have left, it's only been to like go out and with my mom or my sister, or sometimes by myself to go get like groceries and you just go do a little bit of shopping. But I'm usually home like in a few hours. Like I'm usually gone for just the afternoon and then I get back. But this is the first time where I've had to go away overnight. The last week Robert went away overnight for the first time, and he did great with me. Like he actually did really, really well. It wasn't really too much of a jerk, but apparently with Robert he was very, very agitated. But he did get a bath last night, which was nice. So he's gonna be a nice smelling puppy when I get home. Hopefully. But yeah, apparently he did settle down at some point, which was good, but I think that he initially just was not okay with the fact that mom was not home, because he definitely is a mama's boy. He is very comforted by mom. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna stop stalling and get started with reading. Guys, it is 10 to 9 in the morning on Monday, and I'm having to film on my phone because my battery on my camera is dead, and then my other battery is also dead. So I need to charge those, but I needed to end this vlog because I didn't get a chance to yesterday. I had a bit of a bad mental health day, so I didn't do any reading at all yesterday. I did, though, go out on a walk out on a trail not far from where I live, and that honestly did me a lot of good. Like, I was really happy with how that went because it was very fun, and I was by myself, which is not probably the smartest thing in the world, but it was a really good walk. I didn't have anybody bother me, thank goodness, and I also found a dog park in that area that I would love to take Oscar to eventually, now that he has got his rabies shot and everything, so he's now certified to go, you know, places and interact with other dogs and stuff like that. So that's super exciting. That means I get to take him many more places than before. and get him to start socializing. So in terms of what to look forward to with next week, I'm going to be getting through the rest of Archenemies, and then I think starting The Mothers, which will be my final D20 book for this week. I don't know if I mentioned it all because I did get started with my Wheel of D20 vlog for the month, but I did read the entirety of Gallant by Ve Schwab, and I gave it a 4-star. I really, really enjoyed it. I think that it definitely was very atmospheric and it was really wonderful. I do feel like, though, that it should have been a little bit longer. I felt that it was a little rushed, especially toward the end. I would have liked to have seen more to do with the supernatural kind of elements that were involved. But overall, it was really good, and I'm really impressed with how it went, to where I think I'm definitely going to try to read more of Victoria Ve Schwab's work, because I think that I like her writing style the best. I really, really enjoy the writing style she has. So I think that's going to be something to look into for her other books. But then I started Archenemies. Didn't get very far into it, read the first chapter, but did start my annotating of it, because I am going to be annotating the books, because I had the first book completely annotated from the second time I read it, and now this is my second time reading this one, so I want to annotate this one, and then I will be annotating Supernova on its first read, just because. Let me know how you guys are doing. Are you participating in Realmathon or Orillium Academy or any readathons? Let me know. I would love to hear of some ones that are coming up that you think I might be interested in. Thank you all so much for joining me in this video. If you guys did enjoy it, please do give it a big thumbs up. And if you haven't already and you'd like to be and would like to see more content like this, go ahead and hit that button down below and subscribe to become an owlet in our flock. And I will see all of you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.